IV possibly faces the death penalty for his role in the 2016 killings of 7 rodents and Hannah Gilley. That's despite prosecutors agreeing he didn't actually kill anyone that night. Lead prosecutor Angela Canepa made that startling stipulation during a hearing last December.
The state is willing to agree that George Wagner was not the shooter of any of the 8 individuals.
Under Ohio law, someone can be sentenced to death for aggravated murder if they help plan it or cover it up. Investigators previously testified George voted to kill the rodents at a kitchen table meeting with his brother Jake and parents Billy and Angela Wagner. The brothers were also apparently recorded on a wiretap discussing the crimes afterwards. Still, the death penalty could be tabled if younger brother Jake testifies against George. Jake pleaded guilty to all charges last year in exchange for life in prison for he and his family if he takes the stand. That hasn't happened yet, however, so George's trial is still moving forward as a death penalty case. Prosecutors say Jake confessed to killing 5 of the victims and that Father Billy killed the other 3. Angela Wagner also pleaded guilty to helping plan the crimes, agreeing to testify as well. George's lawyer John Parker argued unsuccessfully to get the audio of Jake's confession excluded from the trial.
The state made a deal with the devil, basically. And now he's the person that is most responsible for this. He's the actual killer. He's the actual shooter. He's the one that snuck into these homes in the middle of the night and shot the victims in the head.
James Pilcher, Local 12 News.
Now, that trial is expected to take 6 to 8 weeks and will now begin on September 12th. Local 12 will stream the proceedings in their entirety at local12.com. James will also tweet from the trial. Follow him at James Pilcher.
Grand jury indicts a man in the case of a missing man for nearly 9 months. Zachary Scott is already serving 200 days in jail for lying to investigators. Now he faces charges involving involuntary manslaughter and abuse of a corpse. In January, family members reported Roger Shane Bruce missing in Brown County after not hearing from him in about 2 days. Around that same time, Scott called 911 to say Bruce had overdosed in a car. But deputies say he misled them and they still haven't found the body.
We begin with that developing story out of Pasadena. Good Sunday evening to you. I'm Brandon Walker.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Sion Rhodes. That chase started near the Gulf Freeway at the Beltway. It ended with a crash at Spencer Highway around midnight. That's where we find KPRC2's Bryce Newberry. And Bryce, that teen involved had a history of stealing cars.
Well, this chase started in Webster, more than 10 miles from here, and this is the intersection here behind me of the Beltway and Spencer Highway where it all came to an end, killing that innocent driver of another vehicle. So take a look at just how mangled these cars were. Webster police say they tried to stop the driver because he was in this stolen pickup truck. He led them on a chase that ended here in Pasadena. 3 other cars were involved in that major crash, and one driver in his late 40s died. Police say he was believed to be a Mexican national, but so far have not released his identity. 4 people, including the suspect, were injured. The suspect, 17-year-old Christian Romero, is now in the Harris County Jail facing multiple charges, including murder. So police say that he was with a 15-year-old girl when all of this happened. She was listed as a missing runaway from San Antonio. Tonight, police tell us that she has been reunited with her family and is not facing charges at this time. We're live in Pasadena. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC2 News.
Just in tonight, a Cascaran neighborhood is reeling after Pinal County Sheriff's deputies say 4 people were killed inside their home by a member of their own family. ABC 15's Courtney Holmes spent the day piecing together what happened. Courtney.
Just a horrific scene to walk into. Neighbors and police alike in disbelief about what happened inside this house. Deputies say one of the victims called them to this home near McCartney and Bel Air Roads on Sunday around 1:45 p.m. 4 people had been stabbed to death, and 21-year-old Richard Wilson, the 4th, was arrested at the scene without incident, according to police. He is currently being held on first-degree murder charges. Now, among the victims, his mother, Ellen Otterman, who's 50 years old, his father, Richard Wilson, who was 47 years old, his 16-year-old sister, Rudy Wilson, and his 5-year-old niece, Rayana White. Neighbor Will Turner said the loss of the children is already being felt by the community.
I just live up the road there. You hear them out here playing with their dogs and screaming and yelling and just doing what kids do.
PCSO tells ABC 15 they had a history with Wilson, but nothing of this magnitude. He's being held on $2.5 million bond. In the newsroom, Courtney Holmes, ABC 15, Arizona.
Thank you.